Hello everyone and welcome to FlossTube number 7. I am Moto Ruxin. So this is, like I said, my 7th FlossTube. Here is my assistant here, Ruxin. Hi. You want to say hello? Oh, good boy. So now I have to give him a Cheez-It, as most of you know. Okay, hold on. Here he is. Alright, there you go. Hopefully that'll satisfy him for a little bit while I have some time to talk about. Now get out of there. I have the Cheez-It box on the ground because I bought the big, giant Costco, comically large one. So check it out. Look at how big this thing is. I had to have it. It's huge. So you get 2 bags in there. So I have it on the ground. So he's trying to nuzzle his way into the bag. I'm gonna give him one more, hopefully just for good measure. That he'll maybe chill out and not whine and bark at me like last time, but again, no promises. So it's been a couple weeks since my last one, last FlossTube video. It was Halloween. Was yesterday, so gosh, it's already November now, and it was a nice day actually for trick-or-treaters yesterday. We ended up going to a friend's diaper party, so we didn't do trick-or-treating with my stepson. He went with his siblings and didn't pass out candy or anything, so we just went to that party, which was a lot of fun, being around friends and stuff, which of course I brought my cross stitch, because every party, no matter what gathering we're at, I always bring a cross stitch with me to work on, because I know many of you know it's anytime you get downtime where you're just sitting, it's I feel like I need to be doing something with my hands, and so cross stitching is that perfect thing where you can literally take it with you anywhere you go. Traveling is a big one, but parties as well. So it's already past Halloween, so we're going to be hopefully gearing up, in the next couple months for, the next holidays, because this time of year does center around holidays for me at least. But before that, we'll get into what I've been kind of working on, what I've been finishing. Do have several finishes, so I'm super excited to show you guys that. Most notably would be so the 7th, so November 7th, so that's just a few days away, like a week away. My husband, Papa Teeps, he's going to be going to a golf outing, and he volunteered me. Well, he asked, of course, first. He didn't just volunteer me, but he asked me to do a cross stitch that I could donate to be given away, and it turns out it's going to be giving away to the winner of the golf outing, which is kind of super cool. So it's like a prize, but at the same time we've also been raising money for the foundation. It's the gosh, now I can't remember. I know it's the Cincinnati Children's Hospital, and it's I think is it the Andrew J. Perlman Center. It's specifically aimed at neurological issues, so it's a research and part of the hospital. So we've been raising money for that in honor of one of the golfer's sons, Christopher. Cameron. Gosh, jeez. I haven't written anything down, so I'm totally off the cuff this week. But yeah, Cameron Smith, that's his name. So we've raised $500 now, and I'm excited to show you. I have finished and framed the cross stitch, so check it out. I finished it. It looks so good. I was excited to have it done, ahead of time. Anytime I have some sort of a deadline, I'm always crazy, get it done way ahead of time, so I'm not scrambling at the last minute. So Alex said this is going to be donated to the winner of the golf. It's a golf off where two people are competing against each other, but then a whole bunch of other people are golfing, and there's going to be raffles and all kinds of other stuff. But yep, so we raised $500 that's going to go towards the charity, and it turned out so good. I'm very excited with it. Anytime I'm working on white Aida cloth with a lot of white stitching, I'm always nervous I'm going to spill something on it. So luckily, it went unscathed with all of the food that I eat. I try not to ever eat around cross stitches when I'm working on them. I'll set them across the room just because I'm so paranoid. Sometimes, you're eating and little bits can like especially like if you're eating pasta or something saucy, like little drips can just randomly fly out. So I always keep cross stitches well across the room because I know how messy I can be. But yes, that's the big finish, which funny enough, I joined a group on Facebook for I live in Indiana, so I joined a Facebook group specifically for people who want to work vendor booths. So like handmade stuff, crafty stuff like that. So I was like, because the convention that I normally go to was virtual this year, so I didn't have nearly the amount of sales that I typically do. But I'm really excited, and I'll put the little advertisement up here, but I'm going to be doing a vendor booth. So yeah, this coming weekend, the same day that Papa Teeps is going to be at his golf outing, I will be doing a vendor booth. So I'm going to have all of my cross stitches with me. And it's like kind of like a holiday market, so it's like people specifically coming to do some shopping. It's not a huge thing. It's kind of like, I think there's like maybe 10 of us, maybe less. I can't remember exactly. But it's, yeah, Braxton, calm down. He wants more Cheez-Its. Oh, well, I guess you're gonna have to have one. All right, chill out. There you go. Have a Cheez-It. It's like right here. We'll be an adorable baby. Hi, Braxton. What you doing? Yeah? Oh, he just wants more Cheez-It snacks, don't you? Don't mind the mess of my room. I keep pointing it down at Ruxin, but I'm like, oh crap. Yeah, you can see my whole mess of a room. But, so I'm going to be doing a vendor booth, so I've been kind of working. Ruxin, get out of there. He's trying to commandeer the Cheez-It box. No! I shouldn't put it on the floor. He's discovered it. Now he's trying to nuzzle his head in there. So I've been trying to stitch up some more stuff, to, have more product. I already have a ton of stuff that I'm going to have at my vendor booth, so I'm really excited about that, but I could always have more. That's how I look at it when I have like something like this coming up. I could always have more things stitched, ready to go, for more variety. So I finished, I think I showed you maybe the last time, I finished the Fortnite llama and I put him in the magnet. But yes, I'm also gonna take Thursday and Friday off of work specifically to do some more stitching, so that way I can try and have more things done. But here's another magnet that I finished up and finally popped into magnet. So that guy's done. So poops. So poops are kind of a popular selling thing for me, just because everybody has a bathroom, everybody poops, and people seem to love the poops. That's why poops has kind of become a thing for me. So I have stitched a couple more of the Have a Nice poops. So those guys are ready to go. I would like to stitch a few more. I have one here that's in progress. It's going to be a sparkly poop. Let's see if you can, yeah, I can see that. So it's sparkly thread that I use. And I actually use, it's called Krennic. Krennic is I've probably mentioned it a time or two before. And I recommend using the very fine number 4 braid, which this is not. This is the number 8. Unfortunately, the number 8 braid. So it's much thicker, harder to use, but I mean, it's still stitchable. It just kind of takes, it's like a little thicker and harder to work with, but the number 4 is like perfect, which brings me to my next couple of poops. I was wanting to do some holiday themed poops, so I decided to do some Christmas themed ones, since it's like a holiday market, people coming to do some Christmas shopping, and so I wanted to have a couple poop options that were like holiday themed. So I have a Merry poop. So this is like kind of like an evergreen sparkly poop here, and then I've also done which I've been wanting to do this one for a while. It's a Have a Merry poop, sparkly, but it's also like a candy cane. So it's like I had to do silver and red instead of white and red, just because the white of his face I didn't want to like completely disappear. So oh yeah, you can see there's me in the reflection there. But yeah, so it's very pretty sparkly Krennic thread. This one I did use the very fine number 4. Now this one actually is already sold. One of my friends, I was stitching this one at the party that we went to last night. One of my friends already bought this. He saw me stitch it, or he had seen that I stitched it. I was using it as like a template to stitch my next one. And he saw it and he's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna buy that. So I'm gonna have to stitch another one of these probably if I want to have more holiday themed poops at the market, which is, hey, great problem to have. I would rather have less stock because I'm selling it than, you know, more stock because I'm not making sales. But I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping it's going to be a very, very good event, that I can, you know, make some money. I'm trying to pay off some debt, so this is kind of my side hustle to try to get more things paid off. I'm currently working on paying down my car, so that way, you know, once more things are paid off, you know, I'll have so much more money to dump back into cross stitch. So it's kind of like a circle. It's like I use cross stitch to pay down the debt, and then once the debt's gone, I can put that back into more cross stitching. Here's another little dude that I finished and just framed today. It's a little white thing. There we go. It's a little baby Yoda looking dude from The Mandalorian. Now this one isn't my pattern. This one is, I think Nikki's patterns. It's like Nikki pattern on Etsy. I'll put the link, in the comments. Now or the description, there you go. I've been wanting to do a little baby Yoda because, you know, it's the cutest thing on earth, the child from The Mandalorian, the little baby. But I've been hesitant. Roxanne, gosh, quit whining at me. I've been hesitant to do one just because I hadn't found one that was super cute and small enough. Like, all the small ones weren't as cutesy as I wanted them to be, so I'd been holding off, and finally I was like, you know, I'm going to, like, maybe do a search through Etsy again, see what I can find. And I found this. Now, this is the smaller version. She does have a bigger version. But she has so many adorable, super cute patterns, and so I finally found my little baby Yoda here, the child cross stitch, and it was perfect timing because The Mandalorian season 2 just came out on Friday, so we watched that. So I was stitching this while we were watching The Mandalorian, so it was kind of perfect timing, right, Roxanne? It was perfect timing. He's such a whiny butt right now. I haven't been able to walk him because it's super cold today, and it actually was snowing at one point, so I think we're well into fall, on our way toward winter already. It's very cold, and he's used to his summer walks. Oh, look at this little butthole. He's doing his thing again. Hi, what can I help you with? He wants more Cheez-Its, and I shut the box so he can't nuzzle his nose in there. So let me give him another Cheez-It before he has a heart attack. There, have one. Gosh, no, I'm shutting the box so you can't get back in there. Oh, something else. I know it's not even cross-stitch related, but something else that came in the mail recently that I've been wanting to do. So I got this clear ornament that I put all of my my ort jar. So it's like all of the thread that like I've cut off, that are just, you know, like little bits of thread from the thread that I used to stitch with. I put them all in here, so I can kind of made my own ornament based off of my thread. I think I bought like a pack of 12 of them, so I can technically make these for like the next like 12 years. Well, 11 more, I guess, after this one. But yeah, it's kind of like a cool, nice bit. It fits them all really well. I'm thinking of like maybe opening it back up, putting like 2020 on it, just so I know what year it is. Some of it's even sticking out a little bit because you have to kind of like close it together, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to kind of smush them in better so that way I don't have little bits coming out. But like, I've seen people do this, and I was really wanting to do it myself to make an ornament with my my thread, so I did that. And then as far as what's coming up, I do plan on making another hat. So check it out. I have this basted on, ready to go. So this is probably going to be the next thing I start after I finish that poop. I do want to make more poops as well for my vendor booth, but I want to do, it's going to be Calvin and Hobbes. So I have a Calvin and Hobbes cross stitch. So this would be Hobbes over here, and this will be Calvin because they kind of face in at each other. So this is going to be what I'm going to work on now. So I should have another finish here, hopefully the next time I have a FlossTube. I want to do this. I would say I want to do another shirt, but I don't think I'm going to have time before my vendor booth. But, I mean, I have a couple shirts already. I do have a commission for a shirt as well. A friend of mine wants me to cross-stitch Letterkenny, the logo, onto a shirt. So I have that I'm going to need to be working on soon. I told him it's going to have to wait until after my vendor booth, but I do plan on getting that stitched up, pattern designed and stitched as well. But for now, like I said, I'm going to try and focus on maybe finishing up some more poops. Finishing up this hat would be awesome if I could have this hat. And it's a small cross stitch, so I shouldn't have any problem finishing it. But yeah, so that's kind of the big thing that I'm looking forward to is a vendor booth. That's the next coming weekend. Finishing as much as I've finished lately. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really fun and exciting. I know it's masks and social distancing, so it's going to be kind of like a weird thing, but it's going to be kind of nice to do something in person for a change and not have to worry about shipping anything. That's kind of like the most important thing for me is, especially with like stuff that's framed glass stuff. Like I love selling stuff, but I hate shipping things because I get so nervous that something's going to break on the way there. But that's why a vendor booth in person is so cool. I can sell everything on the spot to people, give it to them, and then away they go. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Other than that, I'm going to keep chipping away. I don't have anything huge that I'm working on right now, but I have a ton of patterns that I've bought that I would love to work on. I also bought a bunch of computer games for, they were doing like Halloween sale, so I bought like a bunch of games. So I have a lot going on. So after this weekend, I can kind of chill, work on, the commission, and just get kind of back to normal now that I'm not like rushing to get the charity cross stitch done or working towards the vendor booth. But so I'll have to let you guys know how the vendor booth goes. I'll take a picture of what my booth looks like so you guys can see. But other than that, I will keep you posted and let you know how I do. So thank you so much for checking out my latest finishes. Ruxin here. There he is. Can you say bye? Yep, there we go. So he says bye as well. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.